Phoebe from Wooden Lux, and today I'm here with Natasha from the Retreat Collection. Hi Natasha.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Very well. Thank you for joining me here today.
Pleasure.
And I'm so excited to talk about all your retreats and your yoga and how it all came into fruition.
Yeah, me too.
Let's just start with, how did you get into yoga?
So I started practicing yoga when I was about 14, 15. And I'd actually started meditating when I was much younger, when I was about 8, 9 years old.
That's so early for someone to start meditating. I still struggle with a meditation practice.
It was young. I suffered with really bad anxiety as a kid, so I really needed my quiet time.
Yeah.
So I would either kind of go off to the end of the garden and just sit and look at nature and work with my breath, or I'd kind of go and sit in my room and play music, and it just naturally progressed into meditation.
Okay.
And then I started practicing yoga when I was about 15, and that was kind of on and off for a while, and then it just became more
a part of your life.
Yeah.
Lovely. So how long have you been teaching yoga now?
I've been teaching for almost 5 years.
Amazing. So what's your is it vinyasa or is it hatha or?
So I was trained in vinyasa,
Yes.
And also pre and postnatal.
Yes.
I mix and match. So I get inspired by different teachers.
Yeah.
And I'm very intuitive with the way I teach. So sometimes it'll be a bit more of a yin restorative practice.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's, a lot more of a kind of vigorous vinyasa flow.
Mm-hmm.
So really, I work very much with the level of the group or the person I'm teaching, and also like the time of day.
Yeah.
Kind of what I'm inspired by at the time as well is often very much where I'm teaching from.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely. And do you teach in London?
Yeah, so I teach corporate classes in London.
Yep.
And one-to-ones mainly,
Okay.
and then I often have like odd events going on.
Yeah.
So,
bits and pieces.
Yeah, workshops or random kind of classes and things that I do.
Yeah. Have you got anything coming up at the moment?
Not at the moment. I'm working on something for next year.
Okay.
Which will be.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned.
Yeah, lovely.
Yeah.
But so I know that you've got a few retreats on for next year. Where in the world are they? Entice me.
So we have some in the UK,
Yep.
which makes it nice and easy for people. No flights, you can simply hop on a train or drive, which is always handy for weekends.
Yes, definitely.
And then we are off to Morocco. We're back in Mykonos, which was super popular last year. That we're there for 2 weeks this year. We are going to Ibiza. We have quite a few coming up around Dubai, Abu Dhabi area.
Yeah.
And potentially a few more coming up towards the end of the year, which haven't been confirmed yet.
Yeah, nice and hot places, my favourite. And what can someone expect when they come on your retreat?
So generally they have yoga.
Yeah.
Although sometimes we're looking at potentially changing that in the future and having other things, but it will be yoga, meditation. We always offer an element of kind of self-work and inquiry. We find that people often have really the time on retreat to do some work on themselves. And
yes.
Even if that's just to relax, or sometimes people are wanting to change careers or work on something in their personal life. So we kind of bring in an element of self-inquiry, whether that's through workshops or talks and things. And then sometimes we have Pilates, sometimes we'll have hikes and fitness. It's changed, it's different for each one.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
And what type of person usually comes on the retreat, or who is your market?
It really varies. When we started, we had an idea of who we thought would be coming on the retreats, but actually we've been amazed by the kind of variety of people that come. So we have people who are actually yoga teachers and just want to like time off and just to really enjoy their practice.
Yes.
I've had people come on a retreat that have literally never stepped on a yoga mat before.
Okay, so total beginners.
Total beginners, like literally don't know what they're doing.
Yeah.
It's awesome. I love it. Love it when people come that are new.
Yeah.
Age group really varies. We have like a lot of people come with friends or partners.
Yes.
We've had mothers and daughters. We've had fathers and daughters.
Yeah, amazing.
People just coming to have quality time together. Yeah.
It's amazing when you
themselves.
get to go and practice yoga in Morocco. Like, I don't know, something about the energy in those places is just, you feel at one with the earth or with your practice.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that we feel really passionate about, is taking people out of the kind of fast pace of city life and that need to always be on the phone or on social media or doing something. It's like such a busy pace and a fast pace that we live these days.
Yes.
So we feel quite passionate about taking people out of that, giving people the opportunity and being like, it's okay actually just to be slow. Yeah. It's okay to just chill and not do anything.
Yeah.
And there are definitely certain places in the world that invoke that.
Totally.
Yeah.
I think that's why I travel so much.
Me too. Sorry, I'm in a no signal zone.
Yeah, just switch off.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, lovely. So where in the world is your favourite place to do yoga? If you could pick.
Wow.
Well, let's pose it here. If you could do a morning wake up yoga session somewhere, and then an evening sunset session somewhere, where would that be? And you can be in 2 countries or continents, doesn't matter.
Okay.
Sorry to put you on the spot.
That's a tough one. Okay. You know what? They'd both be in the same place.
Yes. That's great.
I'm completely in love with the sea and the ocean.
Yeah.
And I've been going to Greece, the Greek islands, ever since I was young.
Lovely.
So I think for me it would have to be somewhere in the Greek islands.
Yeah.
On a boat. I spent a lot of time in my life on boats.
That's good. Me too.
Yeah.
I love being on a boat.
Just the feeling, the sea, the ocean, the whole thing is something just completely pure and peaceful and amazing about it.
So both mine would definitely be in the Greek islands.
Yeah.
I went to Kefalonia last year.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
And it is gorgeous. I've now fallen in love with that place, and I'm very much a big fan of Mykonos as well. The sunsets there are just very much
breathtaking.
Yeah. Lovely.
Yeah.
So what's one tip you can give to new yoga beginners? So someone that's a bit scared or they're a bit intimidated to get to their mat the first time. What's one tip that you can give them so they don't feel so scared?
I always remind people that, you know what, our bodies are different. And actually, I know amazing yoga teachers that are super stiff, or when people always say, oh, but I can't touch my toes. And it's like, that's okay. That's actually not what yoga's about.
No.
If you can move your body in some way and you can breathe and you can be present, then you can do yoga.
Yeah, that's a good tip. Yeah. And what about for new yoga teachers? One tip of, I think a lot of people come out of their yoga teacher training and they're like, oh, what do I do now? How do I be a yoga teacher? And move into that kind of area.
I think the biggest thing that I've learned since I've trained till now is to be authentic to yourself as a person, and you don't have to become a yoga teacher in a way. You know, that doesn't you don't suddenly become a different person.
Yeah.
And actually, when you're teaching yoga, through your life, through your experiences, through your journey, whether that's on or off your mat, and you can speak from that place, and that authenticity comes through, that's when you become a really good teacher.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
I always like giving little anecdotes and little stories about how I used to be in this position or if I still can't do it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that honesty is so important because, there's going to be poses that we can't do. And I think, a lot of the time there can be a bit of an intimidation because a lot of people post like yoga poses in really amazing, hard, crazy poses and arm balances, which is wonderful. But it can kind of, I think that can definitely intimidate. Yeah. And actually that you don't have to do that to be doing yoga. Yeah. Even if you're simply, just lie on your back and breathe. Shavasana, awesome. Just do that.
My favourite position.
Just do Shavasana for 20 minutes, you're good.
Yeah, lovely. Very good tips.